there, and welcome to Train Them Up. My name is Allie, and on this channel we talk about some of my favorite things, including God, homeschool, life as a mom, cooking, baking, foster care, adoption, and so much more. So thank you for being here, and if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and make sure you like. It really helps out my channel, and I appreciate you supporting me. So I am going to share something that I am so excited about doing this year. I was originally introduced to CAMPFIRE curriculums via YouTube about a year ago. I believe it was on Everyday Homeschoolers channel, and she did a review of Thanksgiving. And as I was thinking this year about what we wanted to do, I was just like, I wonder if CAMPFIRE curriculum has another unit out, or if they have the same one. And lo and behold, another favorite homeschool mom YouTuber of mine posted a flip through. Ashley from Home Sweet Homeschool did this amazing flip through, and so I immediately purchased it and was so pumped, and I printed it off, and I was kind of let down. I was expecting the curriculum to be precise, some consistency, and I feel bad saying this, but I feel like it's lacking in that. And apparently this is the revamped version. I could be wrong. But I believe this is the revamped version, Giving Thanks, and this is the Early Learner edition. And background, I am very detail oriented. I have worked with InDesign and Photoshop for many years. I've taken a little bit of a break from that since moving and having my daughter, but I am very visually attuned to different fonts and their sizes and layouts. I'm very gifted with that, and honestly this was very visually jarring, and I hate to say that because the content is so good, but to me it's a very confusing one. Like, just looking at this, the brand name is so tiny. Like, CAMPFIRE curriculums, be proud of your stuff. Like, the content is really, really good. I don't know. And then, so there are several different fonts in here, and I'm not sure if that's intentional or what, but it's confusing to me. And also a lot of the fonts are tiny, and I'm 30. I'm getting old. I realize that, and yes, I have my spectacles on, but I feel as if it should not be this visually jarring. I don't know, maybe I do need to go see the eye doctor. And this is confusing to me because it says Giving Thanks, and then first edition, October 19th, 2021. I thought this was the revamped version, or maybe this is the first edition of the revamp. I don't know. If you can explain that, let me know. I do appreciate the note about how things work. And for the early learner, this red color, I love how that is different. So it jumps out at you and it grabs you. I do appreciate that. That gives me, oh, heads up. This is something that I need to know. However, there's just a lot of, like, they need to emphasize a lot in here. So I think there would be a better way to emphasize besides italicizing and capitalizing and having different colors. There's a lot going on here. And then this, to me, this looks just like an error, and I actually went back and checked on the PDF to see if it was like my computer or a printer issue, but this has reverted back to a what looks like a Arial text, and this is the only place in the curriculum where this is on the supply needed. And then the Thanksgiving on here. This is a beautiful font, you guys. It's gorgeous. It really is. And I like all the watercolor. It's really wonderful, but these are not lined up. And these aren't lined up. I think it's just all on one line instead of being in a table. Which is ironic because it's the table of contents. And I'm not sure why this is over here, but I know some of you are going to be like, lady, take a chill pill. And honestly, I'm not trying to be mean. I absolutely love Campfire Curriculum's vision and what they stand for, and I am still going to do this curriculum, but I would love to see some revisions to this in the future the next time that they publish it. The text is so tiny, like even my camera's like, whoa, I really gotta zoom in here. It's very, very, very small. Here I have Gather Around's dinosaurs. And this is a point or two smaller than Gather Around's. I know it's really, really hard to tell. And I don't think that the italicize is necessary, because it makes it harder to read. And literally, if it was just a point or two bigger, that would be so great. They don't need the text to be italicized. Something that also jumped out to me is that the indenting was not the same throughout the curriculum. And I'm just, hear my heart on this. I'm just super detail oriented, and I firmly believe that this curriculum is awesome, but it can be even better. So that is my hope, to share this in hopes of that they will be able to revamp it in the future and that it can be better than it already is. Okay? Not trying to hate or anything. So we go from lesson 1 in this fun activity here. Let me see. Sorry guys, I'm like trying to hold up both. But you see the stark difference in text size, and it's a completely different font. And I am confused as to why that is. And then lesson 2, there's a link down here. It looks like it's still hyperlinked. However, the one on lesson 1 is not. So it's lacking consistency. And on the recap, on less than 2, you have indents that are not the same. And on less than 1, there are no indents for those. So it's really, really strange. And that stinks that it's different like that. And I'm just really thrown off by that. And then this is a fun activity for lesson 4. It's all about parades. But again, the font is different and it's a different size. So I'm not sure if they are using someone else's like content and then just copying and pasting it on there or what, but it's very strange. And then the quality of this, I don't know if you can see, but it looks like it's blurry. Especially in contrast to their very vivid, beautiful watercolor. And this is so fun. I love this little band. I like that a lot. Oh, and I love that they have this little watercolor family here. It's so cute. But this is just, I don't know. This just looks odd to me. Like, why are there only this many lines? Why does it not come down all the way? There's all this weird white space going on. I do appreciate that they have this idea of leaving an empty chair, making an empty chair for someone at Thanksgiving. That is so, so sweet. This, I really like the idea of this. I don't know if the preschooler that I nanny will be able to do this, but we are sure gonna try. I think this is really fun. This is kind of like a faux pas. You're not supposed to bleed over into your header with some text because it makes it harder to read. And again, why is it italicized? Please, just let it be normal. This makes it so hard to read. And this, I love the idea of having a gratefulness scavenger hunt. The content is superb. Do not get me wrong. It is wonderful content, but dare I say it, executed poorly. It just lacks consistency, y'all. And lesson 8, I think, was the biggest, like, visually shocking to me. It is completely out of focus. And if I'm going to spend $50+ bucks on a curriculum, it could at least be in focus, I would think. And then just to show you how detail oriented I am, like, I can see, oh, this is overlapping and that shouldn't be. And I do apologize for my nails. Those need to be corrected. I am authentically Allie. I am far from perfect. I do not claim to be perfect. No curriculum is perfect, although Gather Round is pretty darn close. And I'm sharing this in the hopes of that they will look at this video and say, you know what, she's made some good points. Maybe we'll make the font a little bit bigger and not italicize those, or we'll make our branding consistent throughout. And I'm someone, if you are going to suggest something, if I suggest something, I am going to offer the help and assistance to do that. Because if you're just gonna like run your mouth, like I was a children's ministry director, y'all, I don't know how many times people would say, you need to do this, you need to try this, why is this like this? And they would say, well, you need to do XYZ. And I'm like, well, great, can you head that up? Because I only have this much time, you know? So if you're gonna have a suggestion, you better take ownership of that. And I'm all about that. And I would love to help with the layout of this. So that would be super fun for me. I have not worked in InDesign for about 5 years now, but I love playing with layouts and fonts and all of that. And then on here, maybe it's just because I've been really focusing on having perfect sentences that I noticed that there's not a period at the end. Maybe we can use this as a correcting exercise. So yeah, I was just shocked because when I saw Ashley from Home Sweet Homeschool give her, or go through the flip through, I was like, yes, I'm sold. This is beautiful. The content looks amazing. But when I printed it off, the wow factor just faded. And I did print off in the season of Thanksgiving as well. This is a lot bigger. I'm not gonna go through it all, but essentially it has the same issues. Like there's just several different fonts in here. And like this is tiny. See, it even takes my camera like forever. Like it's so small. Like what does that even say? Early learner. And then this is like the supply list. It's just so tiny. And I have a sneaking suspicion that it was to get it all on one page. But at the same time, you have this that could just be like one line up here and you can expand these. There's a lot of white space down here. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but the page numbers are way up here. They're not down the corner. So I don't know. Am I crazy? Does anyone else kind of think that these are a little bit visually jarring? Because if I'm crazy, just let me know, but please be nice. I know I'm a little bit crazy, but I don't know. Like, again, guys, don't get me wrong. The content is wonderful. I just think it could be more visually appealing and better executed than it already is. So with that said, that's just my honest initial opinion of this curriculum. Now I can tell you from reading through it and the amount of variety, the depth, but yet the simplicity of it, I'm going to love that. The kids are going to love that. This is packed with all sorts of wonderful ideas and resources and activities, all the things. I'm gonna block out my face here. So yeah, both of these are wonderful. I got the bundle. I'm excited to do them despite these little, I don't want to say problems, but they're just little like, well, that's kind of weird, observations. So just please hear my heart on this. Like, I'm not trying to hate on Campfire Curriculums. I love their vision and I love the content. This is my first time buying a Campfire curriculum. I've heard so many wonderful things and I want to try a lot of other units with them. But with this, the wow factor just wasn't there once I printed it off. So with that said, y'all be nice in the comments. Don't make me have to block you. No, I know y'all will be kind, but I just wanted to share my initial thoughts with you, and I'm going to send my thoughts over to Campfire Curriculums and offer my help if they want it. So with that said, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of the day and tell me all about what you are doing for Thanksgiving. If you have purchased Campfire Curriculums Thanksgiving or if you're doing something else, I would love to hear all about it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much. Have an awesome rest of your day. Bye-bye.